Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your fortnightly forecast for the next 2 weeks with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. So this is a 2-week forecast because obviously we're clocking off for the holidays. Rafi needs that break as well, as I'm sure all of you do at this point. Remember, these are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. And they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So, for your key to the fortnight, this fortnight, you have the High Priestess. So hidden things revealed. This is information that will come to light this week. So in all of these different areas of your life, there's likely to be something new that comes to light. Now, sometimes, because remember your intuition, inner tuition, teaching or learning or knowing, sometimes the wisdom that comes from the intuition is actually something about ourselves that we didn't know, that we didn't see, that we weren't aware of. So the fact that you've got this High Priestess card means that in all of these different areas, yes, there's going to be something that comes to light, some piece of information that comes up. But at the same time, there's likely to be something, and it might be something about yourself, about how you are, how you're, how you are either really working at your highest or you're not, as the case might be. So let's see what else is going on for you over the course of this fortnight. So for your actions and options, you've got the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is about your actions. It's about what you do. You've got this with the Seven of Cups. Because I say it's about your actions. Your actions and options is about what you do. And because it's the Seven of Cups, there is, I'm really sorry to say, but you put these two together and it means that there's some self-illusory tendency that is going to be highlighted to you from within. There's something here that's revealed about somewhere that you're lying to yourself in your life, in your world, in your mind, in your heart, in your whatever the case might be. Something comes to light over this fortnight that you learn on an internal level that when you know it, once you know it, or once it's really revealed to you, you won't be able to unknow it. And, that's the thing about intuition, or when something comes to us internally, there's no denying it, right? Your eyes, your ears, information that you get from outside can be swayed by a million different things. When you feel it, when it comes from within you, there's no denying that, right? Your soul and psyche know you at a greater level than anything or anyone externally ever will. Now, in terms of the options that are available to you, the Seven of Cups, there's too many things on the plate. You need to find a way to simplify this. Whenever the Seven of Cups shows up, I always say to people, stop putting things on your plate. There's not enough space for it. It's kind of like, when you have, like here we have the Christmas dinner, right? And it's like already a massive pile. And yet you'll always find a way to try and put something else on that plate and you end up dropping it or it falls off. This is like that, right? This fortnight, you're going to try to add something else to your plate, and your soul, your psyche, your intuition is saying no more. And then there's Sagittarius like, well, a little bit more or another thing on the to-do list won't hurt. It's not so much that it's going to hurt, it's just, it's too much. You're already not fulfilling what you really want or need to be doing at the highest level, so don't add anything else to it. Or maybe you are, but it's kind of a heads up from the tarot to say if you add something else to this, you're probably going to end up breaking one of these plates that you're spinning. In your communications and conversations, you've got the Ten of Pentacles. This is a great card for money, finances, and resources. So this is some really good news when it comes to money, finances, resources, money that you need, money that you have applied for, money that you need support with, right? This is actually really nice. Now, the Ten of Pentacles also represents your legacy, and it also represents your familial ties and or history. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, the money that you need is there. However, you are being asked to think about the longevity of what you're going to do if you have so much on your plate. Something has to give here. There's a message about putting something down because of timing elements. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, This is probably not the best time to ask for a raise if it's the first time that you're asking, but because Mercury is going to go retro, or is retrograde at this point, and then is going to come back into your sign, at that point it might be worth it, right? If you've already asked for a raise, then the retrograde is a good time to reapproach the situation or to renegotiate your salary. If this is something brand new, probably not the best time. Wait until, anywhere from the 4th of January, because at that point Mercury will be direct and we've got a nice forward momentum binge for the first for the first 4 months of the year, basically, because Mercury goes retrograde. No, it's the 1st of April, so 3 months at least. Now, if you are, for those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, again, same message. This is not a time to add to the plate. It's a time to simplify and really clarify what you're working on at the moment and really get that tight. The other thing is as well, your home and or your living situation is coming into maybe a bit more of a supportive energy, but it does suggest that something needs to be established or re-established in this area of your life. And then for those of you that are retired and no longer working, for any number of reasons, that 10 of Pentacles gives you a really solid foundation to work with. But that 7 of Cups, you might be telling yourself like, no, I can absolutely get the family together, like it's going to be wonderful, it's going to be this, that and the other, and it's like your intuition's like, yeah, this probably isn't going to go in the way that I would really like it to. So you need to make a contingency. It doesn't mean that you chuck the plan out. It just means that you adapt the plan so that if it does go sideways, you know what to do. So when it comes to your love and relations, you've got the 4 of Cups. When it comes to your love, relationship, partnership, significant other, for those of you that are married, partnered, or in long-term commitments, that 4 of Cups, give your partner a chance to surprise you. But also, one of the things that maybe you come to realize here is that you keep trying to anticipate things when actually it's taking all of the spontaneity out of the relationship. There's an emotional stagnancy here. And that 4 of Cups coupled with the 7 of Cups, I'm sorry to say, but it might actually be coming from you. And that's because you're constantly trying to anticipate. So you're changing what you do, which is your way of doing things, because Sagittarius is a mutable sign. So it's like you're constantly trying to adapt to your partner's needs and you're constantly misreading the signals because you've got so much on your plate. Stop trying to change everything about who you are to fit your relationship. All right, like just be in it, enjoy it for what it is, and adapt what and when you can, rather than, I don't know, it's just I get a feeling that a lot of you are trying to tie yourself up into pretzel knots. For what? At that point, you're not going to be happy because you're going to get resentful, and your partner's not going to be happy because they can see that something's wrong. Relax, I guess is what I'm trying to say to you. For those of you that are single and looking, honestly, this is not really a great fortnight for love. It's just not the time to find someone new. Mercury's retrograde. You're probably not going to see them or even present yourself as you really are. So that's something to consider as well. All right. Now, when it comes to your money and materials, remember your astro taroscopes are up and out there for your purchasing pleasure. As is the New Year, New Frequency. So it's a short, sharp, energy work based mini course that is going to really help you at an energetic level align with the best and highest frequencies for 2024 by clearing your stuff that's potentially going to get in the way of it. All right, now, Judgment with the High Priestess, that is usually a message from the deep past or an ancestor. Very often I see this combination when people have dreams, visitations from a loved one who is no longer with us, right? I would not be surprised. I can't remember who else got a similar combination to this, but I would not be surprised if I have, several people in the Saggy video in the comments saying I dreamt of my past grandma or, one of my parents that passed away. Whoever it is, they will come to you. They'll come to you strong and they will deliver a message probably around finances or resources of some sort. They're going to deliver something to you. And when they do, because it's coming from that visceral space, you will know that this is a message for you. Judgment card also represents a grand clearing of the deck. So something's having to change or needing to change here. And potentially it will start with and from or within the home. Now, when it comes to your physical health and vitality, for those of you that have had chronic health problems, challenges, or issues, this is some kind of shift or change when it comes to that. Or it might be that you have an intuition about a health related matter, whether for yourself or for somebody else within the family, and it's almost like you can't prove how you know it, but you know exactly what somebody needs, and so you enact on that, right? Obviously I'm not a doctor, I can't give you medical advice, but I will say there's some kind of aha moment. And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment specifically, the Judgment card, I wouldn't be surprised if you're reconnecting with an old family member or an estranged family member. All right, so all in all, whatever you do or don't celebrate, from my heart to yours, I just want to say a huge thank you so much for all of your support throughout this year and beyond. I know many of you have been with me for a lot longer than just this year. I really am very grateful to and for each one of you. Thank you so much for everything. Have a wonderful holiday season, whether it's Yule, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa or Christmas. Have a fantastic time of it. Have a great new year. Take care, and I will see you in 2024.